I can't believe May is already over, but I'm happy to have finished a handful of mermaids for Mermay. This is me kind of turning in my late homework to you guys. Like, what do you think? Can I get some extra points for making them all pretty? But yeah, I'll just be finishing up some designs in this video, so you could draw along with me if you like. In this video, I'm mainly using Clip Studio Paint, which I have an affiliate link for if you're interested in trying the program. There's no extra charge to you if you use the link, but it helps me out a bit. And yeah, I feel like I really got back into a Clip Studio Paint groove, and I really enjoyed using the program, drawing and painting all these mermaids. Also, this will only be a voiceover. Unfortunately, my face is breaking out horrendously more than it usually does, so I don't want to make you guys suffer through that, so we're just gonna do the voiceover. It'll be fun. The first design I was working on was a design that I recently did. I guess it's not so recent. It was more towards the beginning of May for Mermay, but in the mermaid like sketchbook session video, I designed this strawberry and cream theme mermaid. I featured the sketch, I think, in last week's video, me sketching her out, but compared to the original design, I switched up some of the colors and some of like the outfit. I changed like her clothing to more of a yellow to match her hair, and I really like the cream more. And I think I like changed the whole like design of the clothing, because I think originally it was more like a laced up corset, which I think it still is, but she didn't have the sleeve thing. So I definitely think this pose has a lot more like personality and a lot more energy to it. I keep on looking back at like the original design. I'm like, that's so, I think it's because I was using traditional materials and I did not start out with a very like gestural pose, and it just turned out really stiff. But compared to that one, I think this newer one is a lot more of what I was trying to convey. Also, I went with a more like realistic skin tone instead of like that pinky skin tone. I think it shows it through the process, but I was thinking about giving her like this deep pink magenta skin, but overall I feel like having more of that warm, more natural like skin tone, it just ultimately like looked better to me, so I just stuck with that. As I was designing her, I was thinking of like a matcha themed mermaid to go with her, because like matcha and strawberry like flavor combination is always so good. So I definitely want to design a matcha version of her. And now that I'm thinking about it, it'd be cool to like make like their human design, so I could like really go crazy with their clothing and make it like a super green, kind of more like cottagey, or maybe like a super green kind of more like streetwear, or like, I don't know, I haven't really thought it out yet. But the strawberry and cream mermaid could be like cottagecore, because that's like the main vibes I'm kind of getting from her. So, and after like I finished this, I was kind of thinking that she was ultimately finishing this piece was ultimately thinking about her as like a sticker design, but I kind of lost that as I was working on her. I was like adding a lot of details, making it more like my original like illustration style instead of like a sticker style. I'm looking at my computer at like a smaller size, seeing if like the details and the features could translate down to a smaller size, and they kind of do, but I think ultimately it'd be good to just like redraw this and just make it simpler, kind of more like a chibi form or something cuter and more compact. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking the work, I think it's Ayoops, I don't know how to pronounce their name, Ayoops, on Instagram. She does like a lot of great like sticker designs, like full body like character sticker designs, so maybe simplifying more to like that sort of detail level I think would make this a more successful sticker design, because I think it's a really cute pose, it's a really cute concept, and I'd love to be able to slap it on my sketchbook and also make like a pair to go with her. Or the sticker design could be like both of them, the strawberry and the matcha. That could be fun. I haven't had a lot of time to like finalize some sticker designs because I'm doing a lot of YouTube stuff and I have a bigger video coming up. So hopefully soon I'll get to finalize the stickers for June and share them with you guys, but I'm super excited with all the ideas I'm having so far. And now I would like to take the time to thank the sponsors of this video, aka you guys, all my shop customers. Your guys' support has helped me immensely in continuing my content creation on YouTube and continuing to make art in general. So I'm incredibly thankful for everyone who purchased from my shop and shows continual interest in purchasing my work. It really means a lot to me, and you guys make my career a possibility. So yeah, thank you so much. All right, back to the video. The second thing I worked on was a concept of a reverse mermaid, but it's a Germaid or a Germa mermaid. I've been wanting to make a Germa sticker for a while. He's one of my favorite streamers, and I wanted to make something inspired by him and like his whole like comedy style and humor. I did kind of like this half fish, half man character in his sparkle on pose, and I ended up like overlaying some sparkles on top of him. And this would be so cool if once I start printing these, to do like a glitter laminate on top that's like really sparkly. I feel like that would aid in the design concept like so well. So I'm really excited to do that. And I also like the idea of having a vertical sticker, because I find that a lot of my stickers tend to be more round and like fit in a more of a square format. So I end up having like empty spaces on my sketchbook that need like a vertical piece to fit in with there. So it's cool adding on some variety to my sticker sizes and like sticker compositions. But yeah, I'm really excited about this guy. I really like how the colors turned out. Had to look up some reference to get that fish head. Each time when I look at it, it just looks so goofy and I love it. And I'd love to make more Germa stickers in the future. The last mermaid that I was working on was a spin on the Little Mermaid, and I did like this sea prince Little Merman, and I had a ton of fun with him. I originally posted him on Instagram earlier in May, and just really liked the idea, and I really liked the colors I was achieving in Clip Studio Paint, and overall I just wanted to practice digital coloring in Clip Studio Paint. So I went back to him and started to render him out a bit, and I really like how he turned out. The combination of that really red orange color with that like teal green is always so good. It always goes together so nicely, and it was just like super satisfying to just paint this and color it. I kind of want to do like another version of like, I know like the movie is coming out, like the live action version, and I haven't seen it yet, so if you guys have seen it, let me know what you think. But it's cool seeing like different versions and different takes and like different representations of the Little Mermaid story, and I kind of wanted to do my own take, and so I came up with like this sea prince warrior character. And I actually think the original story, I was looking it up on Wikipedia, reading some of the original story, it's a lot like sadder than like the Disney version. Like I think Ariel doesn't end up with Eric, he marries someone else, and it's kind of sad because she like basically dies, but then she goes to like mermaid heaven and becomes like this air spirit thing, which like is ultimately good, because like in the original story all she wanted was like an eternal soul, and like becoming a human would get her that, but still with her like good deeds she was still able to achieve that through being a mermaid. But I think the original story was actually like an allegory for the author, I think it's Hans Christian Andersen. He wrote it to a colleague, can't remember his name. Oh, Edward Cullen. He wrote it to Edward Cullen, and it's kind of like people theorize that he wrote The Little Mermaid as a love letter to Edward Cullen, and I think there's like a quote, oh, I have it right here. It's, "My sentiments for you are those of a woman, the femininity of my nature and our friendship must remain a mystery." So yeah, that's kind of, yeah. I think the history majors would like to say they were the best of friends, but I think it was a little bit more than that. But so some people interpret the correspondence and like the story of the Little Mermaid as unrequited love between Andersen and Colin, because I think Colin was getting married to a young woman, and like Andersen was like heartbroken, so he was kind of expressing that through the Little Mermaid. So yeah, kind of like a sad story, but I like how he ended it on like a hopeful note. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I should have just left it as a tragedy, but I like the hopeful part because it's kind of bleak to just leave it on that sad note. But yeah, anyways, kind of a tangent, but I really like how the colors turn out in this piece. Once again, like that teal, that pink, that orange red color always is just so yummy to paint and to draw. I know I could have been a lot more creative with the armor that I chose. I was kind of just avoiding it the whole time, and since this was more like a practice, or I knew that this would be viewed on like a smaller scale, like I'm also thinking about turning this into a sticker, but once again it's like the same problem, like there might be too many details and I might just need to simplify things before offering it as a sticker. But what was I saying? Hold on, I may have to go back and listen to the recording. I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh yes, the armor. Yeah, I could have like done something a lot more cooler with the armor, but I was just avoiding it the whole time, and I decided just not to force myself to figure it out. But I know in future pieces I definitely want to be more aware of how I'm designing like clothing and armor, and how that lends itself to describing the character and expressing their personality, because like clothing is like super important. What you wear really describes who you are. So I feel like the characters I want to create, I want their clothing and their style to be meaningful to them. But also I kind of just wear like the same thing every day, so it's difficult for me to come up with like fashion ideas, but I'm trying to get better. Maybe I'll do a video in the future of just like practicing clothing, and you guys can draw along with me, and we can just like make up some fun outfits or some like dream outfits that we want to wear. I feel like that'd be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a shorter one, but I have a bigger video coming up either next week or the week after that, and I really want to put a lot of effort and care to that video. Not saying that I didn't put any care into this one. I love these drawings, and I was happy that I recorded the process to show you guys, but the next video is kind of there's a lot of moving parts. I have to get a lot of approval on stuff, and I want to make sure it's the best it can be, because I really care about the content that I'm showing in it. So yeah, look out for that one either next week or the week after. I'll give you a hint. What's a good hint? I mean, you've probably already seen it on my Instagram. If you follow me over on Instagram, I post like updates all the time on like upcoming video ideas and upcoming art. So yeah, it's related to Taylor Swift. I know some of you might be groaning, some of you might be cheering, and some of you might be indifferent, but I really like her music currently, and I want to create some art inspired by the whole Eras tour and a lot of her music videos. So yeah, I'm excited to get that out to you guys, and I hope you are excited as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again in next week's video, and yeah, bye.